Hey Tugboats, it's Shiipty and welcome to the channel for another Creator Diaries. Today we are going to be going over how I plan my Let's Plays. It took me a while to really even write down the steps because now I don't think about things like this. I just naturally do it. So this was kind of challenging for me, but I do want to start off this video by letting you know I started off with the worst laptop ever when I started creating LPs and everything. And I think that my Let's Play got a minimum of regular 100, 300, or 50 views. So we all start somewhere. I didn't have a microphone. I had a built-in mic in my laptop, and my laptop was extremely laggy. So you guys see where I am now. You can definitely grow. And I would say I didn't even upgrade my stuff till probably maybe 4 or 5 years into my channel. So do not fret. You can do this even with the lowest kind of equipment. So you guys are going to see some sim stuff just running in the background in case I'm not showing you all like at the moment how to do something. So I did my best to make this a 8-step kind of list. So first step is going to be brainstorming. Now with this, I will usually write down what I want to make my story about. So you want to look at it like, do I want to be more serious? Do I want this to be dark? Do I want it to be funny? Do I want it to have like a family legacy style of gameplay? And just use this as a way of like how you were when you were in school and we would have to write papers, but this is not a graded paper. So don't stress yourself out. Just write down what it is exactly that you want to create and kind of go from there. And like me, I was thinking to myself, how do I want Life with Gabby to be when I first started it? And it originally started off as like, I would say family legacy style, and now it's kind of transitioning into a more serious style Let's Play. And also referencing my good friend Ocean, if we look at her series Lovesick, I would say that that is more of a serious style Let's Play, and then with her Growing Together Let's Play, I would say that that's more family legacy style. Step number 2 is characters. How many characters do you want to have? You have to think about, we have our plot, we know what we want to do. So now we got to sit down and we have to think about our characters. So don't stress yourself out too much with this. I find working small and using immediate family members, roommates, friends, etc. is best. So if I had a sim series that I wanted to, let's say, base a sim off of the show Lizzie McGuire or something. And let's say this isn't the typical Lizzie McGuire, but this is when she's in college or something different. So she's in college and she has some roommates. So what I would naturally do is I would create my main character, the 2 roommates, and probably some family back home, so like the parents, maybe a sibling or 2, but everyone else I will either download from the gallery or just wait for episodes to pass and they can always be added in. So don't stress yourself out, always just start small and work your way up. Step number 3 is deciding a title. So we can wait to decide titles if you want. You can do like an introduction or create a sim video and then tell your audience, hey, I need help with finding a name for this Let's Play. People really like to be a part of something like that. So, and it also engages your viewers, maybe and even like, oh my gosh, I'm going to reference my friend a lot. I'm so sorry. So like Ocean, she asked the community, what should we name this Let's Play? And a viewer actually suggested Lovesick, and that's where the name came from. So you can always do it that way, or you can basically make something up on your own that's interesting, or possibly have a title that's going to show the outcome later, or just the whole general theme of what's happening in the Let's Play. So yeah, that would be the next step. Step number 4 is decide your upload schedule. I like to pick either 2 days a week or 1 day a week to upload the episodes. If they aren't constantly the same day each week, just let your viewers know week to week when you'll try to upload. If you go the route of 2 videos a week, I would just make sure I space out the content with a minimum of like 2 days in between, unless this is an EP based Let's Play. If it's an EP based Let's Play, you can pop off with them bad boys if you have the energy and the dedication to do it. If you want to upload every single day, you do you, boo. You do you, because people love to see new content for new expansion packs. Step number 5, we are picking a save file. This may not be required to some, but I love having a destined save file for my Let's Plays. There are so many amazing save files in the community that have very diverse sims, worlds, and lore. So going back to the characters, if you go this route of picking a save file, you can just have your main sim run into these sims that are in the world, and then they can start to develop a huge major role in that sim's life. Like maybe you meet your love interest or your new best friend, or I don't know, a dog or something like that, and they can add to your story if you play in a save file. Also, sometimes I hop in and I'm like, where am I going to go today? This world is so boring. So picking a good save file and having lots to visit and everything, I feel definitely helps with your storytelling. So picking out a good save file is huge. If you don't want to pick out a save file, you can always take the approach of just downloading sims from the gallery if you want. It's really up to you, but I think that this is the best way because I'm not as stressed to create other sims and there's pretty sims walking all around me. Step number 6, planning the Let's Play. This is where it gets good, right? Because you all want to know the details, the secrets. So when planning a Let's Play before I upload or record, the first part I like to do is write out the first 3 to 4 episodes. This way I won't panic wondering, what do I do now, kind of thing. So you don't have to do this. You can just plan the first and let your audience tell you what to do. But me personally, I like to know what I want to record next. That way going in to record episode 2, I'm not like super overwhelmed or stressed. This step is also great if you want a very story-driven Let's Play with a certain end result. So we're gonna hop into Google Docs and I'm gonna show you guys basically the outline that I had for going with Amari. So I don't have episode 1 and everything like that because I kind of write in my notebook sometimes. It just depends, and other times I'll use Google Docs. So episode 1 through 4 is in my notebook, so I would suggest either using a notebook, your phone notes, or using Google Docs. I like Google Docs because I can do all these fun emojis and highlights and really customize it, and you guys are going to see it here shortly. So I have Growing with Amari episode outline. The reason that I needed an outline for this is because I wanted a certain end result, and also it was a very story driven Let's Play in the beginning, and with this being needed to be done when a EP came out, I have like time frames that I want these episodes to go up. So we have here episode 4, and I put a check beside it because it's completed, and I also will put like the day I want to upload with a date, and I'll kind of just write how I want the episode to go. So we have like episode 5, 6, and here it says double upload because I'm going to be double uploading, so it'll have this episode and then it'll have this episode. So this one gets uploaded on Sunday, and this one I believe was also Sunday, so 2 episodes in one day. And here you can see where if I feel lost or maybe I don't know how to narrate the situation, I have here like Mr. Bennett, Amari, Mr. Bennett, they're having a conversation, and these are the things that I want to be said during the episode. And I also just highlight things that I want to discuss in an episode, things that I feel like are major. But let's go back up here to the top. I'm so happy that I had this saved because I could show you guys this. I was panicking. I was like, what am I going to show them? What am I going to type up? So this is good that we have this. So here for episode 5, it says Amari and Desmond are good. The drama is Desmond doesn't particularly like Amari's choice of friends. He believes they might be a bad influence on her. Amari and Shiloh will have a gym hangout, but before leaving Amari's apartment, Shiloh makes a point to acknowledge yet another flower arrangement Desmond has had delivered. Amari says, oh my gosh, that's the second one this week. The ones he sent last week are still alive too. Shiloh responds, at least he shows he cares. I wouldn't even be able to convince Marco to send me flowers. So as you all see, I have kind of like an outline of how I want this to go. So when I hop into record, I know that I'm gonna set the tone by saying, you know, Desmond and Amari are good, but he don't like her friends. So with this, I am able to kind of decide where I want the Sims to be when I start the episode, because you don't always want to start off in your house, right? But this so happens to be in the apartment first. So Amari and Shiloh are in the apartment, but they're on their way to the gym. And before they leave for the gym, I want to set up a story and kind of a scene. So Shiloh is going to point out, you know, the flower arrangement, and they're going to have this whole conversation, which also gets you to know Shyla, and you kind of get to see into her personality and her style and her relationship. So I like to do things like this because there are certain flows that I want to have for the episode. So having my sim feel real by saying, oh my gosh, that's the second one this week, the ones he sent last week are still alive too, it just kind of gives that emphasis like you're watching a TV show or you're reading a book. So doing things like this are pretty cool. And yeah, that's how I usually plan out my episodes, is I'll write them out on my Google Docs and I will go back and forth and add things. I'm currently doing it for Nani and Aldo's series, so I can't show you guys that, but working on that. So yeah. So step number 7 is listen to your viewers. After your planned episodes have been uploaded and you're just writing episodes week to week basis, so you might write one this week for the upload and next week you'll write the other one. Your LP will start to get their depth and the viewers are probably invested with your sims at this point. So your viewers are starting to connect to your characters and taking their suggestions into consideration or just implicating them into the story is going to help you tremendously, not only with your community engagement, but also with being creative, because sometimes we can have writer's block, it happens to everyone. So you may not know how to dictate a conversation. Like when Corey was mad at her daughter Amari in my Growing Together Let's Play, I had no idea why. I was like, why is she angry? Can you guys tell me? Because we get lost as storytellers and it doesn't make sense to me, like the math ain't mathing kind of thing. So when I did something like that, people were telling me in the comments, oh, it's her menopause, or oh, maybe she found out about the wedding. And also people are talking to each other, which I love to see others talking to each other about the episode. It's so cool. But I decided to go with the fact that she found out about the wedding, or the elopement. So things like that can really help and dictate what you do with the episode following up. So including things like that and also shouting out your viewers for helping you create that scene is very important. Step number 8, this is the final step, and I am just gonna say keep it interesting. That's kind of it. So keep your viewers engaged. Ask yourself, is this something that I would be interested in if someone else did it? So if you like it, there's a for sure chance that there's somebody just like you that's gonna like the content, so don't stress it too much. You want to make sure though that you always end the episode on a good note, like reading a good book or your favorite TV show or movie even. There's something about it that just makes you want to come back to it. So another example from Ocean, because I love her so much and she is my sis, I love her so much. So Ocean left season 2 of Lovesick on the fact that, Alden and Marie got married, and then at the end she kind of teased a baby bump from Marie. So now you're sitting there like, I have to see this baby. How are Alden and Marie gonna work out? What's Liz gonna get into? How's Liz gonna accept this baby? What's gonna happen? So it always makes you want to come back and see what's happening. So definitely keep your Let's Plays interesting, but sometimes we can't end the episode like that. So just making sure that your sims have depth and you love them and you show their personality and their depth will also kind of bring people in. My final advice would be though, just to breathe. Just breathe. Don't stress yourself out too much. Take it episode by episode. Don't overwhelm yourself. Viewers sometimes can go up and down, and maybe last week, let's say you hit 1,000 views, but now your episode's hitting like 600 views. That is so normal. We as creators, we see it all the time, and people are always worried about hitting K views, like 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever. If you just close your eyes and you picture your 10 viewers, let's say there's 10 viewers, you picture yourself in a room with those 10 viewers, that's a lot of people, including you in the middle looking around. 10 people is a lot. So really take that into consideration. Putting yourself in a room and seeing 50 people around you just in one box, that's a lot. So don't beat yourself up about the fact that you're not hitting 1,000 or even 800. Consider take into account the people that are watching your content. They care, they enjoyed it, so that's good. Don't beat yourself up about not having all the views. And sometimes we'll also get that moment where we feel like, what am I doing? Is this even right for me? Should I stop? Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, those feelings will come and go. Do not stress yourself out about it. Just vibe with your Let's Play. As long as you're enjoying it and you're passionate about it, that's all that matters. And that's kind of all I have for you today, guys. So I wish you all the luck in your journey of creating your Let's Plays. If you have any other questions that you feel like I didn't answer or you need a little bit more guidance, please comment down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, leave a like, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to become a tugboat. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye everyone.